What's up, folks? I gotta walk. I gotta walk to the coffee shop. I can't drive, so I'm just gonna. Jason Mraz. Put him on pause for now. I'm totally wanting that spot in the shade, but I don't know if it's gonna become available. So, I have a phone interview today at 11:30, and now I'm expecting a phone call. Oh, la verga. From FEMA. Can you believe that? They actually called me back. So I gotta tell you that the FEMA position, or working for FEMA, deploying to different parts of the country and helping people out, like, that would be great. And it's as a reservist, so I believe when I'm done with a assignment, I won't have work, which is good, right? There are times where I would, if I had, let's say I made plenty of money that I could go travel, that would be awesome, right? I would travel internationally. You know, work for 6 months, 18 months, make a shit ton of money, and then do some traveling or what have you. Do some writing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So phone interview at 11:30. The female's gonna call me back probably in about a half an hour, and I'm going to take a walk to the coffee shop. Leave my van here. It's ridiculous how many pairs of sandals I have now. Oh, since I got you on here, I'm gonna tell you about these sandals. So look at this. It's a leather sandal, handmade, and my buddy's cabin has a lot of dog hair on it, on one of the little rugs. Cochino. So this is all leather. Toe between, thong right here, wraps around the sides, and then with a little heel support, and all leather, made from a place called Bison Boutique. They have an Etsy shop, and this would be a double leather. You can order it as a double layer of leather, or you can order it with a conveyor belt. That's what this is, and obviously shit sticks to it pretty good. So far so good with these. I gotta tell you that right away. So you look at this looks like a sandal, and you look at this one and it looks like Fred Flintstone's sandal, and I don't like that. It does not look the same as the other one, and I think it's a little, I think that maybe there's, well, I was thinking that it's like kind of not a good job cutting it or whatever. But here's the thing, it's custom made to my foot, and one is longer than the other, one is shaped differently than the other, and it made me realize that every pair of shoe I've ever worn has not fit. Every pair of shoes I've ever worn has not fit properly. How could it? Because one foot is longer than the other. And then my toes are not uniform, right? In fact, in some point they're crunched together from being in shoes, probably shoes that were too fucking small for me. Which would make sense why my right foot, which is the bigger foot, has more crunched up toes in it. I mean, it's not as bad as some of these rock climbers. You should see their feet. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so I think the reason, if I am dissatisfied with these sandals at all, it's for aesthetic reasons that have nothing to do with Bison Boutique, because they made each shoe based on a tracing of my foot. They customized it to my foot. And if one shoe doesn't look like the other, that's not their fault. That's my fault for having fucked up feet. Actually, here's the thing: my feet aren't that bad. It's so subtle. Plus, I've been looking at them for 40-something years. It's so subtle that you wouldn't be able to tell unless you trace your foot and match them up to each other and see how different they actually are. Like, I never would have known that one foot is longer than the other. That's why I have so many problems with sandals that I buy that don't fit. And why it feels like on one foot my toes are kind of reaching over the edge of the sandals, and another foot they're okay. Man, so much explanation, and just in ordering these sandals I learned a lot about my feet, I guess. Anyways, take care of your feet, people. It's what you stand on for the rest of your life. Anyways, it's hot in here, and I am ready to start my walk. FEMA will probably call me back while I'm walking. We'll have a nice little conversation. They'll be like, hey, come work for us. I'll be like, okay, cool. Maybe. We'll see. And also I have an interview for the teaching position in Estes Park, which is a super cool location. We'll see. Patience, son. Patience. You need to be patient with your job hunt, son. I still catch myself on Craigslist saying, how much does this job pay? Like, they put DOE or something, right? Depending on experience. I'm like, can you tell me if this is a $10 an hour job or not, so that I can not respond to it? But I think the biggest mistake is if I say, how much does the job pay? I don't need that job. If the first question I ask is, how much does this job pay? I don't need that job. So, I'm gonna get my day started, folks. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. I got the proofread copy. Oh my God. I got it on Pages, and I couldn't open the Pages document because I don't have an updated version of Pages on my computer, so I had to figure out how to do that all day long. That was a pain in the ass. It wasn't until like 8 o'clock at night I was finally able to open this document, and I'm like, okay, I'll work on it tomorrow. But I started working on it last night, and I got a lot of work to do. And it's really weird how I read through it 3 times, and my proofreader's like, put the word "at" here. Like, I left the words. I'm leaving words out still, or again, or whatever. I'm leaving words out. So I'm glad to have somebody look at it. Also, it's a secret, and you can't tell nobody. I'm working on getting Los Chocolates translated into Spanish. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I inquired somebody who I thought could do the job. She recommended somebody else, and so now I'm waiting to see that person wants to read it. And I thought you would go by word count, but she wants to read it to see how much it was going to cost. So, but if I can get that translated to Spanish, that owes me up to an entirely different or another market, right? Spanish speaking market and Spanish reading market. So that I happen to have a little extra money, and of course I'm going to invest it in myself. So if it is at a reasonable price, I will pay and have it translated, and I will also include Marisol Rivera. So although it's not done, it will be done soon. So I want to get a price for 2 of them. To be honest, it's less word count than than an actual novel. So it should be the price of one book for both of those, because they're thin books. They're thin. Come on. So that's it. That's what I got working. Los Chocolates in Spanish, maybe. Marisol Rivera in Spanish, maybe. But first, we got to do Marisol Rivera in English. And if you want to read chapter 1, just go here. Other than that, I'm out. Time to walk to the coffee shop. Peace.